Alrighty, everybody. Hello, hello. How is everyone today? I would like to say welcome and welcome back. And it's time for a new gaming week. This is going to be a very special week, everybody. This is the first week of March where we're going to be starting to do special stuff. You know, in regards to all the special events I'm holding this month, which I'm holding several special events. So it's going to be a pretty awesome week, paired in with all new release content, chilled content, ongoing content. It's going to be pretty fun, all right? So, ladies and gentlemen, I'm Darkside Phil, and I welcome you to the first of my 2 gameplay streams for the day. Today is March 12th, 2019. Okay? Very nice. Very nice. So, hello, and hope that all of you are having a good day today so far, no matter where you may be in the world. I'm back. I had my day off yesterday. Monday, was my day off for the week, where I ran out and did a lot of errands with Kat, and was able to have some fun with her, which, you know, usually during the week we're super duper busy. We don't have much opportunity to spend too much time together, besides maybe an hour or two a day, honestly. So it was actually nice to have a full day with her. And preparations are in full swing for my trip to Connecticut in April. I'm going to let you guys know soon exactly when that trip is going to happen. Let me put it this way, probably roughly a month, okay? In roughly a month, maybe less, maybe more, but in roughly a month, I'm heading to Connecticut to visit my parents. That is in almost full preparations right now, meaning it'll be locked in this week at some point, I'm sure, considering we're going to the last minute here. So, more information on that soon. So you'll know when to expect my time away from streaming, which I know, you know, many of you will want to know about, so you know when I will not be here, since I am here almost like clockwork, right? Like, I'm here streaming pretty much every single day, except for my one day off a week, right? And to have an extended period where I will not be here on stream, I know for some of you are going to be like, wow, that's so weird that Phil is away. I mean, I was away during the Christmas week because I was sick as hell, and that was an oddity. And, you know, I understand that for some people, it's kind of a weird thing, all right? I get it. I'm here all the time, you know, because I love my job, but you know, this is a necessary trip, a very important trip, to have Kat meet my parents and be able to spend some time with my parents while they're still in decent health. So yeah, more on that coming up shortly. Okay, everybody? All right. So let's talk a little bit. What are we doing today? What are we doing this week? What's going on? Because there's a lot of fun stuff going on this week now that I am back. First of all, starting today, 6 straight days of full double streams, so 12 gaming streams coming up for you in the next 6 days. Lots of variety in the stuff that I'll be doing. Let's talk a little bit about that. Okay, so first of all, right now, Devil May Cry 5, and I'm going to attempt to get as far as I can. You know, will I be able to beat the game today? I honestly don't know. Last time I played, people were like, yeah, you only have 3 or 4 hours left. But if you were actually looking at the mission, you know, I think I was starting either mission 13 or 14, I want to say. Because I believe last time I beat missions 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12 or something like that. So if that's the case, and people are saying there's 20 missions in the game, okay, how in the holy hell can I beat the game in another sitting if every mission is taking like an hour to beat? I don't possibly know how I could beat this game today. So I don't know if people were telling the truth, or maybe it's the opposite. Maybe people are just kind of what's the word I'm looking for? They're kind of assuming something that's not true. I don't know. We're going to find out as I play more today. Okay? So let's see how it goes. Keep in mind, there's also going to be cutscenes and the like, too. So, my opinion on Devil May Cry 5 after my second session, I like the game a hell of a lot more now. Like, as soon as you got to start playing with Dante, the game got so much more fun. And quite frankly, I hate to say it, but I think the game might have been overall way better if they just let you play with Dante the whole fucking time. Because he's got the most abilities, the most fun combat. He's unlocking amazing things, like the freaking ability to use a motorcycle as a weapon. It's over the top, crazy, zany fun, and I just had so much fun playing with him that now that I have a stage where it was like choose between Dante, V, and Nero, I was like, all right, I think I'll play with Nero because I haven't played with him in a long time. I'm almost wondering, is it going to be boring now? You know what I mean? I guess we're going to see, and go from there. We're going to see what happens today because I'm going to see if I can beat the game. Some people are in the stream chat just said, yes, you will beat the game. All right, well, I guess we'll see. Fair enough. Let's see what happens here. Okay. So if I beat it, great. If not, well, I'm definitely finishing it up this week. More than likely, it'll just need a shorter stream or something. Okay. But we'll play it by ear. Let's see what happens. Tonight, Subnautica returns. And for those who did not see last week's stream, major progress. I was able to basically finally get inside of the crashed spaceship, the Aurora, and I got a ton of blueprints. And now I've headed back to my base, and I'm in the quest to collect enough resources to make the prawn suit, which basically is an underwater diving suit, which allows you to break the giant minerals, the big mineral deposits, as well as breathe underwater, really deep underwater areas. And I think I also found a signal for another one of those pods, the escape pods. So I think I'm going to be going after that. So there's a lot to do, basically. There's definitely going to be some resource gathering tonight in order for me to get the ingredients to make the prawn suit. But outside of that, I think there's going to be some fun stuff if I get to make it and we get to explore new areas and stuff. It should be a fun stream of Subnautica later tonight. That's at 6:45 p.m. Pacific Daylight Time. Reason I say daylight time is because my streams are now starting an hour earlier, because on Sunday here in the United States we began daylight savings time, and that means that all the clocks rolled back an hour. So yeah, moving forward until the fall, all of my streams will be, starting at this time, okay? FYI. So that's today's streams. Now, tomorrow, ladies and gentlemen, tomorrow is going to be a super fun special stream. I'm very excited for tomorrow, and I hope you guys are too. It's my first special event of the month of March. It's going to be a retrospective event. What that means is that all day long, I'm going to be watching back videos from the past. And we're going to be doing this together and reacting, and I will give you behind-the-scenes commentary and things of what I think about the stuff I used to do. All right, back in the day when I used to just be a YouTuber, before I used to live stream, I did a lot of different content that's not really stuff that I do anymore. Last time we had a blast just basically watching vlogs and the like, and I'm fairly sure we're going to do the same thing. We're going to be watching Cooking with the King, DSP Tries It, travel logs, and stuff like that. I also do have some gameplay lined up for this special. I'm going to check tonight and see if the patrons have nominated anything new for this event and get it all together and ready for tomorrow's special. I'm actually really excited, and the reason I say that, it's fun to experience the past, all right? And also, it's fun to just kind of relax a little bit. I don't have to play any games tomorrow, something very different than me just sitting here constantly playing. I like the variety. That's why I love being a variety streamer, and it's going to be a ton of, funny stuff, and in general, just entertaining stuff tomorrow, I think. So I hope you'll join me. It's going to be all day tomorrow, starting the usual time, 10:15 a.m. Pacific Daylight Time. And it's going to run till probably 7 p.m. or later, okay? So a large, a large stream, super long stream of fun stuff. Now, this will also be an ample opportunity for those of you who want to help me out with my tax situation. And what that means is I'm trying to raise as many funds as possible to pay off my taxes next month. They're due around the middle of April. And if I can't pay them, bad stuff will happen. All right. I don't want to go into major detail about it right now. But basically, I need to raise as many funds as possible. This is the first special event of March where you'll have ample opportunity to donate, I guess, would be the right way to say it. Although it's really tipping me is the best way to do it. And contribute to help out with that situation. All right. Definitely at a special stream where we're all kind of reminiscing on the past and enjoying my history of being a content creator would be one of the better times to come by and, think about contributing. All right. So just think about it. All right. I will let you guys know more about the whole situation when I get more information. I don't have any yet. I'm still waiting to hear back from my tax guy. If I don't hear from him by this week, I'm probably going to be nudging him to try to get more info because I'm like, okay, it's been 2 weeks. I need more information, etc. Okay. All right. So that's tomorrow. Special event. Very excited for that, and I hope you guys are too. Thursday, I'm going to be doing a practice stream of Apex Legends. That's right, and I almost never play Apex Legends outside of when I play it with my friends Brian and Kekin during co-op sessions on Sundays, excuse me. So this will be a special stream where I'm actually going to practice the game. I'm going to try to get better at it to prepare for our weekly co-op session. So that's going to be Thursday, and I believe that Lord Lamb's going to join me again as a co-op partner, and we'll be looking for a third. I know that Real Talk Play Apex originally wanted to play with us, but I don't know if he's available on Thursday. I know he was available on Sunday. I don't know if he's available on Thursday. So if you're interested in playing Apex Legends with me on Thursday, shoot me an email, darksidefil@hotmail.com. Let me know, your availability during the first stream on Thursday, and let me know your PSN name, and I will get you into the queue so that if we have a spot, I'll let you know, okay? Okay, so that's mainstream on Thursday. Thursday night, it's going to be my weekly session of Call of Duty Black Ops 4 Blackout Battle Royale. Still enjoying this game, even though a lot of people have kind of given up on it and moved on. I still like this Battle Royale game as the best solo Battle Royale out there. I always have a ton of fun when I play it. Typically, I make top 5. Last week, I made 2nd place, almost won. I was like, fucking shit, so close, right? That's going to be fun Thursday night, okay? Friday, we got a brand new game this week. One Piece World Seeker. Have not played a dedicated One Piece game in quite some time. The last time I played it, I think it was like 2011 or something like that. So I'm excited. It's apparently an original concept plot paired in with some of the things already existing from the plot lines of the anime and manga. So we'll see how that is on Friday. And then Friday night, I'll probably be doing some, I'm thinking Modern Warfare Remastered. All right. Because at that point, I wouldn't have played it for a while. So that's probably Friday night. Then on Saturday, I'll probably do more One Piece. All right. And then pair that with maybe some Street Fighter or Minecraft Saturday night. And then Sunday will be our weekly Apex Legends co-op. All right. So, a lot going on this week. Think about it. Devil May Cry concluding either today or at a later date, depending. The special retrospective event tomorrow, all day long. An actual practice session of Apex Legends, which I haven't actually done yet. In like a month. Plus a lot of chill content with Subnautica and Blackout, Modern Warfare Remastered, good stuff coming up this week. I hope that you guys are excited. And a new release in One Piece World Seeker. So a great variety of stuff. All right, great variety. No matter what you're looking for, no matter what you like, whatever your forte is, this week you'll probably be entertained. And that's a good thing, right? Now, I need everyone's input. This is very important, everyone. Please listen up. I need everybody's input, and here's why. This month, I'm doing a special marathon event, all right? It's going to be the first ever 12-hour gaming marathon. I don't know how it's going to go. I hope it doesn't go horribly wrong because it's very important because much like the retrospective event tomorrow, this is another special event I'm doing to try to raise funds for my taxes in April, all right? That being said, it's the longest event I've ever done on stream, and I want to make sure that number one, I'm entertaining you guys, and number two, that I'm doing it on a date that makes sense. Because I want as many people to be able to attend as possible, but also, people who are going to contribute and everything, I want them to get recognition, so I want it to be on a stream that people are actually showing up for. You know what I mean? Here was my thoughts, and I definitely want to listen to your thoughts on this. Okay? So here's the deal. I wanted to do this marathon before Sekiro releases. The reason being, I'm afraid that if I do it when Sekiro releases, like afterward, that people will just be angry. Because I think when Sekiro comes out, that's got to be my main focus that people are going to want to see every day as, the main gameplay stream for the most part. And I don't want to take away from Sekiro because I'm decided to do a marathon, for a different reason. You see what I mean? So I was thinking, I want to do it before Sekiro, okay? But I'm already doing the retrospective event this week, so I'm thinking you can't do it this week. You can't do 2 events in 1 week. So I was thinking next week, maybe around midweek, right? Like maybe like Wednesday of next week, so a week after the retrospective event. But now people are like, oh, well, you should do it on a weekend because that's when most people can attend. And I'm like, yeah, but if I do it on the weekend, then I'm interfering with Sekiro. I can't do it this weekend because I'm just doing the retrospective event tomorrow. Then it's like 3 days later, another marathon for the same purposes as you know what I mean? Like, it's you got to space these things out. You see what I mean? So I don't know. I don't know how to do this to make it make sense. Okay. Here's my thoughts on what I would like to do during the event. Basically a combination of all the things that I really enjoy and you guys have been enjoying recently. So, for example, I would probably want to do a little bit of Street Fighter since you guys have been enjoying me playing Street Fighter recently, and that's something that's from my roots that I grew up playing, and I know that every time I play it's entertaining. You can see high-level gameplay, and even though it causes rage, it's also pretty fun. So that could definitely be one of the segments. I think I want to play Modern Warfare Remastered. Why? Because that's a game I've been doing really well at, getting crazy kill streaks in, and you guys have found it very entertaining. At the same time, I think I want to do some kind of Battle Royal. I don't know if it'll be Apex or Blackout, because that is something also that I've been really enjoying recently and excelling at. If I do Blackout, okay, that's going to give me ample opportunity to interact with you guys, because Blackout gives me that opportunity to kind of talk with you and not have to be hyper-focused on the gameplay, okay? Now, in addition to that, what I also want to do is something retro. I want to do something throwback and retro and really fun. So I was thinking two different things. Either playing one of the Donkey Kong Country games, all right, or instead of that, possibly doing a Super Mario RPG, or maybe both, because those are both. I get the feeling Donkey Kong Country will be rage-inducing, but also fun and challenging. While Super Mario RPG is a game I played multiple times as a kid, I absolutely love that game, and I never touched it. So I think both of those will be something completely different. All right. And I'm thinking of maybe doing a segment where I just talk with you guys for like an hour, just to kind of relax and do some throwback, do some throwback talk about my history as a gamer and just chilling. Okay. Amongst other things, maybe there'll be even more time for more stuff during that event. I don't know. But that's kind of my thoughts. I think that if I do a good variety of stuff during this event, let's say each segment's 2 hours. Let's say I do 2 hours of Donkey Kong Country, 2 hours of Blackout, 2 hours of Street Fighter, 2 hours of Modern Warfare, segments of 2 hours, right? I think that would work out very well. And then maybe finish it with the segment where I just talk with you guys to end the session. The way I'm thinking about it is 10 a.m. to 10 p.m. All right, 12 hours, although there will be breaks. Don't get me wrong. I'm going to definitely have to have a break there to have like a sandwich or something. There's no way I can go 12 hours and not eat. I'll fucking pass out. All right, and I'm sure there'll be bathroom breaks of 15 minutes or so every once in a while while I'm transitioning between the games and stuff. But, for the most part, 12 straight hours, all right, I think would be a great idea for this stream. Now, of course, like I said, the whole point here would be to raise funds for my taxes. So again, it would be another ample opportunity for people to come by and contribute and get recognized for their contributions. And hopefully this event will be successful. I really need it to be successful. I mean, make no bones about it. I'm not joking. I'm not exaggerating. And I'm certainly not just saying this for the sake of saying it. I really need to raise funds during this event, because if I don't, I don't know what I'm going to do. I don't want to lose my house, but there's only so much I can do. I'm working my butt off with the streams, and now I'm doing special events and everything. Like, I'm trying to go all out this month to see what I can do to get out of this hole I'm in. And hopefully it works out. We'll see. I gotta stay positive. I gotta believe that things are gonna work out, So we'll see. So that's just coming up. Now, my question to you guys is, number one, what do you think of that lineup? All right? What do you think of that lineup? And number two, how would you feel about it being a week from Wednesday? So instead of, not tomorrow, but it would be, I guess, the 20th of March. How would you feel about that? Okay. And the reason I say that is I don't want to do the event and no one shows up. I don't want to do the event and people are like, well, it would have been more successful if you did this or did this or did this. This is just based off of all the feedback I've gotten from you guys in the last month that I've been talking about this, I've kind of pooled all your suggestions together into this idea. The one thing that I am disappointed about is that I agree that I think that maybe doing this during a weekend might work out better, but I don't know what else I could do. You know, I can't have it cut into other stuff. Now, some people are saying, do a marathon of Sekiro. That's a terrible idea for multiple reasons. Number one, doing a 12-hour marathon on a game that's hyper difficult, which everyone's saying it is just going to make me play like shit. It's going to ruin the playthrough. What's going to happen is I'm going to sour to the game, and after playing it for like 4 hours, I'm going to be like, God damn, I don't want to play this anymore. I want to break, but now I force myself to do a stupid marathon, and I'm going to end up not liking the game. I can tell you that right now. Like, Dark Souls, I really enjoy. If I played 12 hours of Dark Souls, I would probably never want to play Dark Souls ever again, and I know that's exactly what's going to happen with Sekiro. I just know it, okay? I'm not stupid here, and I've done this for many, many years. The reason that I do digestible streams of 4 hours max is because I know that if I play games longer than that, I'm going to end up getting angry. All right, I know it. I'm just going to get bored or angry or whatever. So, it is. Honestly, it's a bad idea, guys. As much as you guys are getting hyped for Sekiro, I don't get super hyped for new releases these days anymore. I just don't. If this were an RPG, you know what I mean? I'd say okay, but 12 hours straight of Sekiro is an awful idea. Absolutely awful. And I don't want, the thing is, at the expense of me trying to raise funds, I don't want to ruin arguably what's going to be one of the best games and best playthroughs of the year just for the sake of me making money. That's the other thing I need you guys to understand is like, yes, this is my job and it is about making money, but at the same time, I am a gamer. I am a lifelong fan of video games. I will always be a fan of video games, and it's my occupation. I have to take it seriously. I don't want to ruin a potential great game and project for the sake of making a buck. So I don't want, I'm going to do what's best overall for the product that I put out. And so I know doing a marathon of Sekiro is an awful idea. It is. It's going to ruin everything, and I'm not going to do that, okay? The whole reason is, that the reason that this marathon I think will work is because your feedback, guys, over the last month has been, if you're going to do a marathon of stuff you're going to enjoy. Do not play things that will constantly make you rage-induced. Do not do things that are going to piss you off, because then when people come by, oh, I heard that Phil's looking for help, and then they see me raging and swearing, getting angry at game devs and stuff. Why am I gonna contribute now? He sounds like an asshole. You see what I mean? Versus you come by during a fun, positive event where I'm playing games that I enjoy and I'm interacting with you guys. Because that's the other thing. Sekiro, when am I going to interact with you? I'm going to have a 12-hour stream where I can't even interact because I'm so hyper-focused. You know what I mean? So there you go. Swaggins, please stop. Now you're saying the marathon's all shooters. It's not. I literally just said platforming games, RPGs, fighting games. It's not all shooters. Just because you just want to see Sekiro doesn't mean that it makes sense. Okay, so stop it. I can tell you right now, I can tell you're super hyped for Sekiro like many, many, many people. Please stop, okay? All right. Now, all that being said, I don't really know how to make the marathon happen on the weekends, okay? I don't. And it sucks because I know it would make sense to do it then, but I just can't. Like I said, I don't want to cut into Sekiro, so it's probably going to have to be the middle of next week. Okay, guys? And then, so, here's the deal. The last thing, so this is going to have the retrospective event tomorrow, the marathon probably a week from then, and then my birthday week, which is the first week of April, I'm going to probably decorate the office like I did last year, probably with the same decorations as last year, and that week, I'll also see about doing any special stuff to celebrate kind of my birthday, building up. That would be the last opportunity, for me to raise anything, because like I said, it's either going to be probably the second or third week of April that I'm going to Connecticut to visit my parents. So that's it. Like, that's the last hurrah, the last opportunity for me to raise anything for my taxes before I'm out of here. So we'll see how it goes, guys. All right. But that's the deal. That is kind of, what I'm thinking. So please let me know what you think. And please don't tell me, oh, just completely throw out the entire idea and do a Sekiro marathon, because that's not going to happen. I understand people are hyped for a new release. I get it. That's not going to work, though, for various reasons I've already explained. Okay, so please just let go of that idea. Not a good idea. Not ruining a whole hype game, one of the best games of the year, and a playthrough entirely to make money. I'm not doing it. Okay? Okay. Whew. So that's the rough schedule. That's what I've got planned for this month. Hopefully you guys are liking the idea. Okay? All right. So, what else? Not too much. I'm trying to think if there's anything else I really want to talk about before we get started today. I can't really think of much. So, I think it's time. Let's do some some plugs and then some shout outs in that order. Plugs first, shout outs second. So, ladies and gentlemen, if you love my daily live streams, if you love my on-demand videos on YouTube on DSPGaming every single day, if you love what I do, if you like my content, you like what I stand for, you like who I am as a gamer and a person, and you want to see me continue to be successful, please consider contributing. All right? There's many ways that you can contribute. You can pledge to my Patreon over at patreon.com/darksidephil. You can buy something from my Teespring merch store. Obviously, during a live stream, you could cheer, sub, or tip, and that you'll get a shout-out. Anytime you cheer, sub, or tip, I will give you a live shout-out during the stream, okay? However, right now, with my current tax situation and everything going on, the absolute best way that you could contribute would be to tip me. Tipping me right now gives me funds that I can use for those taxes next month, all right? And it's the best way to contribute. Even though I'm not looking a gift horse in the mouth, I'm still very, very appreciative of any contributions that you guys give, like cheering and subbing, etc. Those help me more long-term, but right now what I really need is short-term support to get through this tax problem. That being said, if you want to know how to tip me, there's two ways. Below the stream, there's a button that says Tips Jar you can click on. Or, if you don't see that button, you can type !tip into the stream chat. That brings up a link you can click on where you can either be anonymous, completely anonymous, and I want to emphasize this. No, your information is not exposed anywhere. No, if you do an anonymous tip, there's absolutely no way you can actually find out about this. I know some people are afraid if they contribute that people will harass them or whatever. Anonymous tips, 100% anonymous. I don't even know who you are, okay? Or if you want to, you can leave a name in a message to get a shout out during the stream, all right? So much appreciated anyone who does contribute. Thanks to anyone even considering it. And, here's hoping for the best and a great stream today, all right? Fair enough. Now let's do some shout outs for those who contributed both during my time off and also for those who contributed during today's live stream. Okay. Let's start off with Benson40999, who subscribed to the channel. Thank you, Benson, for the sub. We also have Kazzy1, who subscribed to the channel during my day off yesterday. So thank you, Kazzy, for the sub. Infinite55 did a 500-bit cheer that actually officially made him the first cheerer of the week. So thank you very much, Infinite, for the cheer. And also, he did a bunch of Shamrock emotes, by the way. St. Patty's Day is coming up one of these days. And Bloy Ripper did 100-bit cheers, and my boy Philly Blunt. Have fun today with the stream. Thank you very much, Bloy Ripper. I appreciate that. Now, moving on to people who contributed during today's live stream. We started off with Sipper85, who subscribed for 7 months and says, keep calm and keep watching DSP. All right, thank you very much, Sipper85, for this, not only for the sub, but for the 7 months of ongoing support. That is very much appreciated. Thank you very much. Sabertooth cheered and said, happy 30 years to the World Wide Web. That is correct. For those who did not know, the internet, also known as the World Wide Web, it's funny because no one calls it that anymore. Everyone just calls it the internet. Turned 30 years old yesterday, I believe. So, 30 years of anonymous trolling, 30 years of memes, 30 years Justin Bieber. 30 years. Justin Bieber's not even 30 years old. 30 years of all that nonsense made possible. And you just think about how the internet changed the world. None of you would even know who the hell I am if it wasn't for the internet. Right? I certainly wouldn't have met any of you. Very unlikely I ever would have spoken with any of you. Who would have thought that new technology would allow us to all connect with each other over the internet at all times? That we could share information instantaneously across the planet. That we would have a device in our hand by which we could talk to any human on Earth that has the same device, that would just charge us an exorbitant amount of money to do so, but that we could reach out and all tap mobile games on our phones and drive our cars off the roads because we're playing them while we're driving, right? Who would have thought that all this would be possible because of the internet? I mean, I never would have thought of that. Pretty amazing, huh? That's right. Remember when people used to try to download pictures on the internet and it would take like an hour? I remember those days. But anyway, yeah. Pretty crazy. 30 years of the internet. Pretty awesome. And pretty nice. Pretty nice. All right. Swaggins had cheered and suggested Sekiro for the marathon. Nope. Super Flash cheered. He said Sekiro for the marathon. Nope. Swaggins says play Sekiro a little bit of the marathon. Nope. Oh my god. See what I mean? People get too hype about games. I'm sorry. I'm just being honest here, guys. And this is not me as a grumpy old man. This is me as a gamer who's been around the block. The last 10 years I've been covering new releases. You guys get so hyped for new releases that you get this like one-track mind mentality that this is all we want. All we want is this. And that's why once I start playing Sekiro, I know I don't want to interrupt it for a marathon. I know that would be an awful idea. But I also know making the marathon Sekiro is an awful idea. You know what I mean? Like, I know what I'm doing here. So that's why I'm not going to make the mistake. I'm not going to ruin the playthrough. I'm not going to sour myself on the game, which is exactly what would happen. Sekiro, once it starts, will be a major playthrough that I cover in a major way, just like any other major game. And I'm not going to, throw that for a loop with something crazy. You know what I mean? For me, doing this for 10 years, I don't get hype for games anymore. I don't. It's hilarious because even a game that I'm really excited for, I do not get overly hyped for anymore. Because what I find these days is that the more hype I get for a game, a lot of the times I end up being disappointed. Because either, number one, I have irrational expectations of what the game is. All right, that happens sometimes. Or number two, I just get disappointed when the game developer flubs. Which happens a lot these days. Let's face it, guys. How many people were hyped for Fallout 76? How many people were hyped for Battlefield 5? How many people were hyped for Anthem? And now you're just left with disappointment, right? Disappointment, resentment. I don't want that to happen anymore. You know what I mean? For me with Sekiro, of course I'm looking forward to it. It's a From Software game. I know it's going to be a quality game. At the same time, no, I don't want to sit here and play the game for 12 hours. I don't want to play it for 6 hours. I want to play it for normal stream times so I don't get burnt out on it, so I can enjoy it at the right pace. I think a lot of gamers these days, too, that's what they do. They buy a new hype game. Oh, I got to play it for a whole day. I don't know about that, man. Like, I very rarely have I ever done that. I think I did it with Batman Arkham Asylum and maybe, like, one other game. Like, playing a game an entire day can really get you burnt out. If you remember Batman Arkham Asylum, how much I liked it, but by the end of the first day, I was so tired and I got drunk and I couldn't even figure out how to use the fucking zip line to get to the next part of the game, and I raged at the game. It was my fault, right? That was my fault that happened, but that's what happens when you game with the same game all day. Like, that's crazy. Like, I wouldn't ever want to do that again. All right, so for me, I don't get that crazy hype anymore over new releases on purpose. That way, at least when I play a new game, I'm not so overcome with hype and positivity and crazy, adrenaline as I play the game that now I end up either being disappointed or I end up being like, oh man, I believe that this game was going to be something it's not, right? And that way I can honestly judge the game at face value too, right? Because I'll give you a perfect example. Kingdom Hearts 3 was a game that diehard Kingdom Hearts fans came into, looking for certain things. And the game certainly delivered on those. If you're looking for plots, tying up and stuff, you got what you were looking for. But as for gameplay-wise, that game sucked. I'm sorry. The game was incredibly disappointing just as a game itself. If you're looking for a narrative, great. If you're looking for an actual gameplay challenge, you're not going to get it with Kingdom Hearts 3. And everyone kind of collectively agrees, yet the fanboys still defend the game. And I don't ever want to become in that situation. You know what I mean? So, in that case, that's why I'm not really doing that with Sekiro. As much as I'm definitely looking forward to it. I can't wait to play it. I know I'm going to probably enjoy it as long as, From Software didn't do a rare job of flubbing it, which they usually don't do. But I'm not going to get incredibly hyped over it. And I'm certainly not going to say, let's turn my whole marathon, which, by the way, the entire last month I've taken in your feedback to make this marathon. Oh, well, today we're getting hyped for Sekiro, so let's just do a marathon of Sekiro instead. That's no. So there you go. Okay. So now Swag Cheers says, you mentioned platformers for the marathon, do Hollow Knight. I don't know much about Hollow Knight. From what I don't understand, it's a Metroidvania. And I'm going to be very honest with all of you. Viewers don't like Metroidvania, at least my viewers. every single time I've attempted to play a Metroidvania game over the years, it failed miserably. And I'll give you some examples. Oni and the Blind Forest was a hype new release. People said play it. I played it for 3 hours. People said this is the most boring thing ever. Stop playing it, and I did. Just recently, there was that game. I can't remember exactly what the name of it was, but there was this game that I played during an Indies marathon. Metroidvania game that apparently had sold a ton, and people really enjoyed it. Said play it. I played it for 2 hours. People were bored as shit and said don't play it ever again. See what I mean? I like Metroidvania games. I think that they're fun, even though there's a lot of backtracking involved in the like. I think that they're fun to solve those kind of puzzles and figure out, how do I open this door? Oh, that's right, I need a new ability. I got the new ability. I can go back and open up and get another new upgrade or whatever. I like that. My viewers don't. Okay? I don't know why. They just don't. Whenever I play a Metroidvania game, people don't show up or they show up for a bit, complain, and leave. So I don't know what else to say. I learned from experience. This is the next Metroidvania game that I'll just play, and it's not going to be very interesting to the viewers. So, all right. T-Dubs did 100-bit cheer. He says, "Hey Phil, don't kid yourself. If internet didn't exist, we would be reading about you in fighting game magazines, assuming the magazine business would be booming." Now, see, the thing is, I don't think that even if the internet didn't exist and all that, I had quit on competitive fighting games in 2007. I just got burnt out, man. It happens. You know, I had played hardcore competitive fighting games from the late 90s until 2007. It was my hobby. It was what I loved to do. Travel the country, going to different states, playing competition from all over the world, learning the high-level strats, you know, trying to hold my own. And it's funny because, like I said, the first half of my competitive career, I played games like Marvel vs. Capcom 2 and stuff. And quite frankly, outside of being one of the best Marvel vs. Capcom 1 players in the entire country, I never really excelled. Like, I was never a top player in Marvel 2. I loved the game, and every once in a while I could beat another top player, but I was never like a tournament winner or anything in that game outside of just locals on the East Coast. So then, when I decided to stop playing the versus games, and not really stop playing because I did keep playing them, but started to focus more on the head-up games like Street Fighter 3 Third Strike and Super Turbo, all of a sudden I was doing much better. So for me, it seems like the more straight-up games were the games that were my forte, even though I didn't know that at first. If I'd been practicing those all along, maybe I would have done a lot better. Who knows? But, you know, those last few years, you know, 2005 through 2007, when I went crazy hardcore into Street Fighter, I was spending all my time and money playing Street Fighter and flying around the country and doing it. And then at the end of 2007, when I kind of looked, I was like, I really don't have anything to show for it, you know? All I got to show for it is that, yeah, I met a bunch of great people, and I had a lot of fun experiences, but I spent a ton of money, and what have I done? You know what I mean? Like, I was like, man, I missed out on all this kind of gaming. I used to be a gamer who played all the interesting new games or whatever. I don't even know half of these franchises because I skipped them out to play Street Fighter. And, you know, I got to kind of reassess my life at this point. Am I going to keep doing this and keep spending money and keep flying just to play the same games and the same hype and the same drama and the same shit? And it's funny because I basically quit competitive Street Fighter at a time when it was about to explode with Street Fighter 4. So it's all about timing sometimes, I guess. It is what it is. If I had kept playing competitive Street Fighter, maybe I would have went hardcore into Street Fighter 4 and became a very prominent, known Street Fighter 4 player. As it was, I did play a lot of it, but I played it more as a casual game so I could balance my YouTube audience, you know, other stuff. Because they didn't just want to see Street Fighter, you know. But, you know, I don't know. What I really doubt that I would have kept playing Street Fighter at a competitive level, even if it weren't for the internet and all that. I probably, if anything, maybe I've played Street Fighter more now than I would have because I have the internet following that I do, and I know that you guys are interested in it. Like, if you guys weren't interested in watching me play Street Fighter, I honestly, realistically don't know how much more I would have played it, you know? Like, maybe I would have gotten completely burnt out and just not wanted to play it at all anymore. I don't know. So, I don't know. I really doubt you guys would have read about me in gaming magazines if the internet hadn't blown up like it had and changed everything. More than likely, I probably would have lived a life of obscurity. I would have went and got some job I didn't like, you know, grinding away, just to make a living and basically being insignificant. What else can I say? Jujutsu Echoes did a 300-bit cheer. He said, Hollow Knight is at least as good as Jump Force. Well, I mean, anything is at least as good as Jump Force, I guess. I mean, Jump Force had its positives, an interesting, you know, plot line, and I'd say decent graphics, or pretty interesting graphics for the animations of the attacks. But outside of that, you know, as a game itself was not very exciting. All right, so. But anyway, Jujutsu Echoes, thank you for the cheer. You're the top cheerer of the day now. So I got you up on the leaderboard there, okay? T-Dubs did a 100-bit cheer. He says, Fire Pro Wrestling has gotten a DLC expansion called the Booker DLC. We'd enjoy seeing you run a promotion in it. And, dude, Fire Pro Wrestling was great for the little bit of time I played it. It was also really good for the holiday sims, but I don't think there's any reason to go back to it. I don't think anyone cares. Swaggins cheered again. He says, Hollow Knight is an exception. People consider it a masterpiece and one of the best Metroidvania-style games. Trust me, I hated watching that shit too, but Hollow Knight is actually good. Oh, my God. Okay, thanks for the opinion, Swaggins. I'm still not playing it. Young Guap Fresh has subscribed for the 10th month in a row and says, hello, Phil, what is up? I'll tell you what is up. I'll tell you exactly what is up. The sky. Now, what is up is, Devil May Cry. We're going to jump back in a moment here and see if I can beat it today. I don't know if I'm going to beat it today. People are telling me I am, but I don't realistically know. If I'm on, like, I think I'm on, like, mission 13. And if each mission's an hour, I don't know how I could beat it today, but I guess some people were saying the last few stages are just boss fights that aren't very long. But if there's cutscenes, you know, if there's just cutscenes, then I don't know. I guess we'll see. So if some people have already beaten the game and they're confident I'm going to beat it today, then I guess I'm going to beat it today. And I guess that's a good thing because then it'll allow us to do the other stuff this week that I had planned and won't have, you know, we won't be in a situation where we got leftover lingering stuff that I can't wrap up. All right, so that's good. All right. That's what's up, Young Guap Fresh. We're going to try to finish up DMC and see how it goes and go from there. All right. Very good. Okay, guys. So, outside of all that, that's it. I want to say thanks for being here for my return to streams today. Again, a quick reminder. If you want us to be supportive today and you cheer, sub, and tip during the stream, I'll give you a shout-out. I'll get your name up on the leaderboard if you're the top cheerer or top tipper. In particular, the best way to help me out today's stream, during today's stream is to tip me to help out with the taxes. All right, right now we don't have any tips. 2 ways to tip. There's a button below the stream that says tips jar you click on, or you can type ! tip into the stream chat to bring up the link. And again, if you want to, you can be completely anonymous. You don't have to worry about people knowing it was you. It was you. That was creepy. All right, are we good? All right, let's get started, guys. Devil May Cry 5. Let's see how this goes. Fair enough. All right, thanks, and let's begin.